Hey guys, today I'd like to try to help people who aren't that proficient with shooting. A lot of people have never taken lessons, or they take lessons from the wrong people, so on and so forth. I wanted to show everybody a very easy way to make anybody a very accurate pistol shooter. First off, you'll need a pistol with some sort of a laser sight on it. I'm going to use my Glock 23 here with the Crimson Trace laser. You could use one of these bore sighters and put it in your gun, just a generalized bore sighter. And yes, for those of you that are going to comment that I'm dry firing my weapon, yes, I have no problem with dry firing my guns. If you have to worry about the gun you're dry firing that's going to break, you should have a different gun. Buy a Glock, it won't happen. That being said, when I'm at the range, the distance is pretty much set up at 15 yards, 30 feet. And those of you can see me shining the red dot on the center of the target there. I can put all my rounds touching that orange. And that's not, aiming real long, taking long periods of time. I mean, that's boom, boom, boom. In that rapid succession, and I'll put them all in the center there. I plan to put up a video to, so it's not all talk or bullshit. I'll show you guys, what I can do with that. But you also can do that too. I know a lot of people, for instance, Glocks, because of the way their trigger's designed. It's not as smooth as a 1911 or a SIG, and a lot of people can't hit the broadside of a barn with them. Or when they do, they always shoot low left if they're right-handed. It's all about trigger pull, where your finger's located on the trigger, and how you pull the trigger. A lot of people don't think about how important that is. So what you're going to do is grab whatever pistol you have, be it if it already has a laser on it, or you're going to, use a bore sighter. And you're going to chamber your weapon. Now find I'm going to use the stucco in the background here as a for instance. You can do it anywhere in your house. And preferably set this up for the distance that you're target shooting at. So if you're target shooting at 15 yards, have your target 15 yards away. You'll see I'll put my the dot on the piece of stucco there. Now you should be able to discharge the firearm, pulling your finger back and having the gun go click without that dot moving off of that target, more than your hand shaking slightly. Now, if we're going to be on that same target, and when you yank the trigger, the gun does that. That means it's the way you're pulling the trigger. And what this drill is going to teach you is how to smoothly pull the trigger straight back every time without it moving. Every time. And this is a Glock. I mean, this isn't notorious for the best trigger in the world. Now, I'm not going to tell anybody how to hold their gun. Everybody's got their own person that taught them and how whatnot. But a lot of people will put their finger all the way through the trigger guard, which is basically they'll have the trigger right there in the crease of your finger. I'm not telling anybody what's right or wrong. I will show you how I hold it, and you can make it work for you. A lot of times it comes down the feel, what is comfortable for you. This, they like to call teacup shooting. Not necessarily the best, putting it under there, but this is the way I grip my firearm. And I apologize for the video. I'm not as souped up like SoCal Preppers or Sultan of Shinola with their nice little studio they got there, but this is how I line my hands up, shoot. You can put your pointer finger anywhere you want, whatever's comfortable again. But the whole concept is to have a good steady grip, because where the grip comes into play is not so much even in your first shot, it's your second shot, third shot, being able to go boom, 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 keep bringing the weapon right back down. At that point, you're just pointing at your target. But for this first video, what you should concentrate on, and let me get this thing back in focus here, is let's find a real small little nub there. You should be able to depress this trigger. See, it didn't move at all. If you can't do that, you're pulling your trigger wrong. If you master that, I guarantee you, you will be putting in groups within that 9 ring, that larger ring there, with just doing that, where before you'd be lucky if you hit the paper. And if this works for some of you, give me some feedback on the video, and I will give you a few other tips that can make you put all of your rounds inside a target that big within decent succession at 15 yards with your favorite pistol. I don't think I forgot anything else. Again, it's all about trigger pull. You should feel very, very comfortable on how you have your weapon held, be able to pull it back. And this is something nice, doesn't cost you any money. You can do at home when you're messing around. Now keep this in mind. You're going to do this, you might be able to do this, get it at home, master it, and then you take it to the range and your first 3-4 shots you're missing a target. That's going to happen. Don't even count the first 20. Get into your rhythm. You have to relax. You're not anticipating the big bang anymore, the recoil. After you get a few shots down, then you're going to realize, oh, wait a minute, I'm not concentrating on my trigger pull. That's why I'm missing the target. I've done this with first-time shooters that could barely hit the target to experienced shooters that would be hitting the target on that size, but they'd be all over, and putting them in the tight groups that were roughly around that, inside that 9 ring. I hope this helped. Again, if you guys like this, I'll do a few more videos on this to show you a few of the tricks and techniques that I know that can help you become a better shooter. And if it works out and it's liked, I can show you how to rapid fire. I'm not the type of guy where I'll stand there, aim at the center target, and ooh, I want to try to, hit the dead center of the target. To me, that's not realistic. If you ever had to pull your weapon and use it, the realistic thing is pull, point, and discharge as many rounds as you can and hit your target in front of you in a tight group. And those of you that have certain guns, and say all your rounds are in this area here, but they're all touching, but you can't get it in the center. Who cares? If your grouping is that tight at 15 yards at a target that size, it doesn't matter if you're hitting the orange. And if you really want to correct that, it probably means because it's an eye dominance thing. You can sometimes adjust your sights if you want, but Glock sights come from the factory dead lined, so it's not the gun's problem. I hope this helped. Take it easy, guys. Freedom out.